Hello and welcome to my video where I'm going to show you how to knit the slip stitch mock cable. This pattern consists of knits, purls and slip stitches only, so it's perfect for beginners. I think it would be a particularly good pattern to use for a bag or a cushion. I'm not quite sure why it's called a mock cable because it doesn't look like a cable at all. It's more like ribbing with slip stitch diagonal stripes. But it's called a mock cable in books, so I'll go with it. Okay, so to start you need to cast on a multiple of 7 stitches plus 2. I cast on 23 using the long tail cast on, but you could use your favourite method. For row 1, which represents the right side or the front of the knitting, you need to begin by purling 2 stitches. So make sure the working yarn is at the front and purl 2. Then we need to slip a stitch purlwise with the yarn in front. So keeping the working yarn at the front, you take your right hand needle down through the front of the next stitch as if to purl, but instead of purling it, you just slip it off the end of the needle. Like so. Then take the working yarn between the needles to the back and knit 4. Then bring the working yarn to the front again and purl 2. And then you just repeat, slip a stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, knit 4 and purl 2, over and over until the end of the row. So slip a stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, knit 4 and purl 2. And so on. It's the slip stitches that make those dashed lines that form the diagonal stripes in this pattern. So every time you do a slip stitch, you're making one of those little dashed lines on the front. Then for row 2, which represents the wrong side or the back of the knitting, you need to start by knitting 2 stitches. So make sure the working yarn is at the back and knit 2. Then bring the working yarn between the needles to the front and purl 3. Then you need to slip 2 stitches purlwise with the yarn in back. So take the working yarn between the needles to the back and slip 2 stitches as you did before. Then just knit 2 stitches. And then just repeat, purl 3, slip 2 stitches purlwise with the yarn in back and knit 2, over and over until the end of the row. So bring the working yarn to the front and purl 3. Slip 2 stitches purlwise with the yarn in back. And then knit 2. And so on. The next 4 rows are very similar to the 2 rows we've already done, so I'll just put the full pattern up on screen. Just always take note about where your working yarn needs to be when you're slipping the stitches. If you're slipping a stitch on a right side row, the working yarn should be at the front towards you, and if you're slipping a stitch on a wrong side row, then the working yarn should be at the back behind the needles. It's very easy in this pattern to tell if you've gone wrong because the diagonal stripes just won't look right. And once you've knit this repeat a few times, you should have something a bit like this. Here is the front, and here is the back. As you can see, it's not reversible. And as a side note, if you want to knit this in the round, then this is the pattern you'll need to follow instead. And that's it, that's how you knit the slip stitch mock cable. I really hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.